Ik ben Hans Lambeau, hoofdredacteur Database Magazine. Voor dit interview op BI-platform is deze keer mijn gast StephenBrobst, CTO van Teradata. Welcome.
Thank you.
Stephen, the first thing that I think of when I hear the name Teradata is kind of the mother of database appliances. How do you feel about that?
I think that's largely true. I mean, we're really the ones that brought this idea to marketplace of a purpose-built solution for data warehousing.
And you got a lot of competition lately.
Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, competition in the marketplace is good, and I think that people have finally realized that twisting the arm of a OLTP database to try and do data warehousing workload just is really not effective. So a bunch of people with this realization have jumped in the marketplace and are having a go at it, and that's a good thing.
So you're not afraid of the competition?
I think competition makes us stronger, and we've done that. We've come out with a whole new product line. Since spinning off from NCR last year, we've gone from a monoline strategy to a strategy where we've got appliances targeted for a number of different spaces, for the active enterprise data warehouse space, to the extreme data appliance space, to the data mart space, and the entry-level data warehouse space. We have different form factors at different price performance points for a number of different marketplaces.
I think it's about a year ago that you have this R&D contract with SAS, is that right?
Well, we announced our strategic partnership with SAS at our international user group conference, which is called Partners, last year in October. The reality is we had actually kind of started things before that, of course, but that's when it became publicly known.
Yeah, and how is it going on, that collaboration?
Very well. I spoke at a SAS user group conference in Moscow, in fact, just a couple of weeks ago, and we have a lot of R&D activities in the pipeline right now. We've finished some of the early phases. We've got Enterprise Miner embedded inside the Teradata database. We've done a lot of base SAS capability inside the database, and we've announced anti-money laundering SAS application and a number of others. But of course, there's lots more interesting things to do as well.
And this collaboration with SAS, you also had a collaboration with a strategic partnership with MicroStrategy. Is it exactly the same kind of?
It's not exactly the same, and we still do have that strategic relationship with MicroStrategy. This is really part of an overall program which we call in-database processing. So in the old world of SAS, people would generally use SAS Access and ProcSQL, and they pulled a lot of data out of the database and manipulated it in a separate file system, and then maybe put the result sets back. And quite frankly, you can do that with any reasonable relational database in SAS today. They've got connectors to most of the major technologies. But the Teradata implementation with SAS is much deeper than that. We're actually doing the database processing inside the database. And MicroStrategy was really the original leader in relational OLAP processing, where they kind of took the data out of those cubes that were proliferating in the late 1980s, early 1990s, and put that multidimensional analysis into a relational database. And we've partnered with MicroStrategy almost since the beginning of their existence. It's been a long and successful partnership.
So they're really totally different.
The technologies really are quite different. SAS has a lot of innate capabilities that are not easily expressible in SQL. So we've used our extensibility features in Teradata to embed some of the C code from SAS natively inside the database. In the case of MicroStrategy, MicroStrategy has a very sophisticated SQL generation engine, and they generate ANSI standard SQL, but it is structured in a way that's very efficient for parallel implementation on Teradata.
And what else can we expect in the near future from Teradata?
I think you should be expecting additional members of our family that we've started to grow out. It's a growing family. It will continue. We're going to continue to work on this in-database processing initiative also in the data integration space. So we've done partnerships with, for example, Informatica and IBM with their DataStage product, and we're going to continue in that direction as well. And I think there's a lot more interesting work to be done to bring that in-database processing for ETL work, or now what we call ELT, extract, load, transform inside the database. We're engaging in initiatives like that with SAS as well, and some of the other major providers of these technologies.
Thanks very much, Stephen.
Thank you.